Hey everyone, Nick from NixCrossing here, and welcome back to the train room. Hope everyone out there is having a very safe and jolly Christmas season out there. Hopefully everyone's staying warm on the East Coast. It's been a cold couple of days. But anyways guys, in this video I'd like to unbox some brand new Christmas cars that I purchased to run with this brand new, beautiful Evo locomotive from MTH Trains. So anyways guys, let's get into this unboxing and review video. Here we go, all aboard. Alrighty, everyone out there. So honestly, I have not been the biggest Christmas car fanatic. I've seen lots of them flying around at train clubs and train layouts, train gardens all over the area, but just really haven't been thrilled on collecting Christmas cars. And for some reason this year I was bit by the Christmas bug, so I bought my first ever Christmas diesel or locomotive other than a Polar Express. Now I do own the 027 Polar Express. It's an okay runner, it's a starter set. It's got the air whistle and the tender, which just gives you classic vibes. Also, the 027 cars are a lot of fun. It's a conventional set, so it gives you that old school feeling. And I love conventional trains. I know I've got a lot of electronic stuff now, but I do have a place in my heart for vintage and conventional trains. So just letting you guys know, I did buy a very, very old Lionel steam engine that I'll be reviewing as well around Christmas time. So just to prove to you guys, I still love my tin plate stuff. I promise, I do. But anyways, got the itch for buying a MTH set for some reason, and I saw MTH made a bunch of really cool Christmas locomotives this year. So they came out with these Evos right here. This is the red variation Santa Claus Evo, and this is a beautiful locomotive. Runs great, sounds amazing, has lots of cool Christmas sounds. And I believe they also made a green variation. They're basically the same, just different colors, so I thought that was really cool. So after buying this engine, and it was not cheap at all, it was kind of crazy that I bought it for the price that I did, but it was like the last one I could find in the world. Then people, of course, were throwing them on eBay and gouging the price and all that fun stuff. Whatever, so it's here, and it's a Rail King, so whatever. But I was like, okay, now I need cars to run with this Evo engine or whatever, Evo. So, yep, I went a little crazy this year on some Christmas cars. So in this video, guys, we'll be unboxing two brand new Atlas cars that just came out, hot off the press, just arrived in time for Christmas. And the reason why I bought these cars was because I was not too impressed with the price point for the Rail King cars that they're coming out with. It's like $100 or so for some of the lighted cars, or like 80 to 100. So I bought these cars, which appear to be scale high cubes from Atlas. They're absolutely amazing cars. They have Christmas lights all around them, and they also have a Christmas tree surprise on the inside. If we can figure out how to open up the doors, we'll open those up for you guys. So let's get into these cars. All right, guys, we're going to unbox the first one here, and this is the red with green bow. And I do like how Atlas is still packaging stuff in styrofoam to kind of hold the mold of the box. The box is very flimsy, but the insert is still made of styrofoam, which is great. It's not like a plastic clamshell. They also give you plastic shell over top, or it's like an exoskeleton over top. The cars are in bags, so I thought that was really nice. So pull the car out like this. I do miss the manufacturers in the styrofoam. They give you like a hole at the bottom, so you can push your finger through to push the car out. That was very helpful, but it's a solid piece of foam. And this is our high cube car. We have covers over the couplers. I am going to keep these boxes for Christmas storage. These cars are slightly fragile. I'm usually not a huge box person, but because these are seasonal cars, I will be putting these away after Christmas, of course. And here you go. There is our high cube right there. That looks amazing. The paint on it's just really crispy. Check that out, guys. Got Santa right there with some glasses on, rocking out. Then here's the other side with the bow. You also have these doors that are recessed. So I have to figure out how to open these. Looks like underneath you have an on-off switch for our lights. You can see we have roller pickups with the shorter style couplers. And these have just the normal trucks. They do not have the roller bearing that moves. But this is a really crispy car. Underneath you have some brake detail, some you know, brake details there, and it does appear to be a scale car. Now, the cool thing with these cars is that the Christmas lights go from here up the top and down on both sides. So it's very similar to those Canadian Pacific holiday train cars. This is just a new twist that MTH and Atlas are doing with these cars. Alright guys, so you have to be very gentle with these cars, and what I did was just pull up on this like double brace section here on the door, and we're just going to scoot it out of the way. And these doors do recess, so it looks really, really nice. It's not like a cheaper car that's just going to slide back and forth while the train's moving. But on the inside, we have Santa Claus. Looks like giving a gift to a young child, and there's also Mrs. Claus right there. So that is just really cool. I don't think I've ever seen a car feature both Santa, the big man, and Mrs. Claus, and that is just such a cool piece. Now, the tree does have a train on track under the tree. It's kind of hard to see, but check that out. There is a track, and there's some more gifts under there. I don't know if this tree lights up. I have seen some of these MTH trees light up, but I'm not sure if it's one of those. I don't think there's any wire going to the tree, so I think it's just the exterior lighting on this one. But it would have been cool to have a lamp on the inside of the car to illuminate the scene, but we'll see what happens. There's a lot of other funky wiring in here and wiring harness. There's a board, probably a power board back there, so we'll see what happens when we throw this on the track with our other two cars. Alrighty guys, so I was about to open up this green boxcar, and so far so good. There's nothing wrong with it, but I've never noticed before that Atlas puts the history of the piece of rolling stock on the back of the car. Alrighty guys, so last but not least, we have our Caboose. Now, I do have some complaints of this Caboose. It reminds me of like the cheaper K-Line 027 stuff they made, like the pink girl set that they made, those Cabooses, like the blue ones. This gives me those K-Line vibes, and not in a good way. It's like the trucks are solid, no springs in them. The pickups are like the cheaper, exactly K-Line style pickups on the bottom of the pickup rollers, and that's really disappointing. It's like just really cheap feeling, but I do like the paint. I like how it says Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. There you go. There's our Christmas Caboose. So we'll see how she does. It says it has an LED. It says it has operating coupler, so like I said, we'll see how she does. Alrighty guys, we still have to talk about the new Locomotive that I picked up as well. I'd like to go through all its features or whatnot, and in my opinion, these engines don't really have a lot of history quite yet. They're still utilizing these locomotives today. I believe it's an ES44AH or ET, something like that, and I'm just not a huge GE fan either, but I'm more interested in the Christmas effects and the sounds that this thing makes. Sounds and looks fantastic, but the Gevo or Evo series is still in production today. GE's been making these things since 2003, and I see these almost every day out on the railroad for work. So let's throw this beautiful engine on the tracks and start her up, go through some cool features. Alrighty guys, so here she is on the tracks. This is our ES44AC from MTH Trains. This is a brand new piece for this year's 2024 catalog. Came out just in time for this year's Christmas season. It runs beautifully. It looks awesome. You guys will see all the cool features in just a moment. Now, this is a Rail King piece, meaning this will run on anything from 031 and up. I highly recommend to run your guys' stuff on anything above 031 if you can get to like an 042 or 036 to help prolong your locomotives. Yes, it says 031, but give your locomotives a chance. You know, there's a lot of wires and stuff underneath these trucks. Our motors sit on the trucks, and those can be very fragile, or they can be frayed over time for making those sharp curves. So just hear me out. If you can, go for those larger curves always. But Rail King, guys, they make some great pieces, and it's still MTH. They also have the same operating system as every Protosound 2 and 3 out there. This is a Protosound 3. So yes, I could technically lash this up with a full-scale ES44AC. So that is another cool feature about MTH. You don't have all these other operating systems out there. It's all DCS compatible from Proto 2 and up. So anyways, guys, we're going to get this locomotive started here. Lots of cool features. We'll be utilizing our new WTIU with a on tablet, which is an Android tablet. So let's get her fired up here. And there we go. Now this engine is a lot louder than this. I want to show you guys some of the really cool features. So first you guys will notice the awesome tracker lights on the side. Look at that. Get the lights chasing all the way down to the front. And depending how you look at it, it's a little bit of an illusion. It looks like they meet up like right in the middle here, but if you look at it a certain way, the lights all move in one direction. It's kind of really an eye trickery right there. But anyways, guys, we have number board lights up top, marker lights, whatnot. There are ditch lights below that do blink when the horn is applied. Those lights will turn on when the engine is going forward or reverse. So let's go reverse really quick. And we'll do the reverse signaling here. And let's go in reverse. Alright, so really quick, I want to run it forward at like 1 mile per hour. Show you guys the horn lights up front. See the ditch lights are oscillating back and forth. So I thought that was a really cool feature of this locomotive. Alright, so the next feature I like to talk about are all the sounds. So we're going to turn this up. This is about 75% volume right there. So this locomotive, guys, will cut through at your train clubs or on your layouts. It's extremely loud and it sounds great. So let's go on our sound set list. So here's forward, reverse, crossing signal, and that's coupler closed. There's extended startup, extended shutdown. Now here's sound number 1, which is always like a toot. Sound 2.
Okay, baseballs and baseball bats.
Yes.
Okay, baseballs and baseball bats.
Yes.
Pony.
Yes.
Bicycle.
So you guys are hearing some of the Christmassy sounds in this locomotive. Now, the magic really happens when you hit the passenger freight announcements for this locomotive. It goes through the whole cycle of Santa's story of the locomotive. So we'll go through that in just a little bit here. So let's go back to our engine here. One of the coolest things are the engine revs that you can do, like labor sounds. So let's rev her up. That also increases the smoke labor. And you guys start to see the smoke billowing out the stack right there. And let's rev her back down. So anyways, guys, let's hook up our cars and everything. Let's go through the PFA announcements and run this beautiful locomotive. Alrighty, guys, we're going to start our locomotive back up and run through the PFA sounds, which I think are my favorite features of this locomotive right here. Also, I forgot to say it has the ground lights right here. Got this LED bulb shining on our ground. Alright guys, so let's initiate the PFA.
Hey Santa, the toy workshop is just ahead.
Wonderful! Sound the bell and let everybody know we're here.
Here's our arrival sound.
Alright everyone, this is the big night. Let's make sure everything is ready. Open up that Christmas boxcar. Okay, baseballs and baseball bats.
Check.
Ponies.
Check.
Let's go into segment 1 right here.
Dolls.
Mama. Check.
Bicycle.
Check.
Segment 2.
Hey Santa, there's a cheeseburger in here.
That's my lunch. How'd that get in there?
Santa, I found a sack of coal.
That coal is for all the children who weren't good this year. When you don't do your homework or wash behind your ears or eat your vegetables, you'll get a lump of coal for Christmas.
Gee, Santa, I hope we don't have to give out any coal this year.
Well, I'll keep a list of who's naughty and nice. I suppose this time I'll check it twice.
Alright, here's our departure.
Look, everyone, it's starting to snow. It looks like everyone will have a white Christmas this year. I'm forgetting something.
Uh-oh, Santa, Comet just ate your cheeseburger.
I guess we'll have to make a stop at Mel's Diner on the way.
So guys, I don't know if you heard that. It made a reference to Mel's Diner. That's also one of MTH's accessories that they used to make. So I thought that was really cool. They added that little Easter egg in there. So Santa has to stop off at Mel's Diner because one of the reindeers ate his cheeseburger and lunch. So that is so cool. So let's get her out of here, guys. There's the electronic bell. Very modern bell sound. Let's do our forward signal. And let's get her out of town. And there's our beautiful new Christmas boxcars. I did notice the red car, Mrs. Claus, is facing away towards the child, and then the other car, she's facing us. So I thought that was really cool. They're both just a little bit different, so maybe you guys will catch that when our locomotive comes back around. You guys, I have the revs up so it smokes a little bit more as well. So take a look at the boxcars. You guys will see that Mrs. Claus is in two different spots.
workshop is just ahead.
Wonderful! Move the bell and everybody know we're here.
Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for this Christmas train unboxing video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing the Christmas cars and our new Christmas train around the tracks. Now, guys, I will be posting another video of my Christmas trains under the tree. This locomotive will be featured under the tree on the outer loop. I'm going to add a couple of my own custom cars and also some cars that I picked up at Iron Horse Trains that Troy made by hand using some snow effects, some other holiday goodies attached to some Rail King cars. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So this train will be much longer. I just wanted to feature all of the brand new items out there in the world. And I can't wait to show you guys the custom cars. Troy did such a great job. Anyways, guys, I did pick up these high cubes from Iron Horse Trains over in Hanover. He has a couple of them left. So if you're interested, give him a call if they're still there. And also, guys, the Caboose was picked up at Grabowski's Trains at the Allentown Train Show. Great people as well. And the Locomotive was picked up at the station over near Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. But anyways, guys, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Also leave a comment below. Love to hear your thoughts. And leave a like. And it's the easiest thing you can do. Anyways, guys, happy railroading. Merry Christmas out there. We'll see you next time. See you guys.